What Happened to You by James Catchpole, illustrated by Karen George. For Lucy, JC. For Agnes, KG. Joe was playing his favorite game. It had sharks and possibly crocodiles. But crocodiles and sharks were no match for pirates like Joe. Arr. Not this time, Senor Sharkface. Sharks were easy compared to kids Joe hadn't met yet. You've only got one leg, said a kid. Yep, said Joe, and you've just squashed my shark. What happened to you? Said the kid. But Joe didn't feel like telling that story, so he just said, what do you think? Um, the kid didn't know how to answer. But another kid did. Did it fall off? No, said Joe. A third kid thought that was silly. Legs don't fall off, she said. Kid number four agreed. He asked, was it a burglar? Then kid two thought very hard and said, did it fall off in the toilet? No and no, said Joe. This is a trick, isn't it? You're hiding it, said kid five. No, said Joe, and stop staring at my bottom. There were more questions. But where's your leg? Here, which Joe did try to answer. But where's your other leg? What other leg? Though some of them, was it a lion? Were a bit silly. Was it 1,000 lions? Yes, said Joe, it was 1,000 lions. Really? Said the kid. No, shouted Joe. Joe was playing his game again, but this time, Kid One said, is that a crocodile down there? And Joe said, yes, I think so. My name is Simone, said Kid One. My name is Joe, said Joe. And there were sharks down there too. They especially like to eat pirates. Pirates, said Simone. Pirates, said Joe. Cool, said Simone. And you two, and Casper, and Maney, and Ibrahim. And all the kids seemed happy with that. Later, Simone asked, do you ever get tired of people asking questions about your leg? What do you think? Said Joe. Simone did know how to answer that, but Joe had a question of his own. Do you still need to know what happened? No, said Simone. And Joe seemed happy with that. Dear adult, does your child want to know everything about every disabled person they see, all at once and on top volume? Here are my suggestions. One, don't panic. You don't want to make your kids feel awkward. A calm, matter of fact tone works best. Two, answer simply and generally. Yes, some people have one leg, or use a wheelchair, or move and speak differently, and that's okay. Disability is normal. Three, educate generally. Some people use wheelchairs if their legs don't work well. Some people are born without a leg. Some people lose one in an accident, etc. 4, it's good to be curious, but be clear you don't know this person specifically, and it has to be okay not to know. It's not polite to ask people you don't know personal questions. Why? Ask your child. 5, manners. For one thing, but also empathy. Just imagine how boring it would be having to answer the same question all the time. If it's too late and your child has already popped that question directly, then you can be fairly sure the disabled person has dealt with this scenario 100 times before and has their own way of handling it, probably with good humor. But it's still worth your child knowing that disabled people are just like anyone else, getting on with their busy day, not looking to be a teachable moment. Best of luck, James Catchpole.